When is enough enough? When have you invested enough time in a relationship to finally acknowledge that it's not going to work? This is a problem that a lot of people have because hope springs eternal. We are always hoping that the relationship we're in will be sustainable, will be eternal, will last for our lifetime, will be wonderfully satisfying. And this is what we want desperately, because otherwise we'll be lonely and unhappy. And so we want our relationships to work, and so we hope and pray that the other person will change, or perhaps that will change and we'll be able to accept the other person, or we hope that the other person will stop drinking or stop using drugs or stop yelling at us, or or stop whatever they're doing that is problematic in the relationship, stop cheating on you. We continually sweep stuff under the rug. We look the other way. We are in denial. We pretend that what we know is happening isn't happening, and we endure bad relationships. And we hope that one day it will change. One day that person will stop disappointing us. One day that person will step up and be the person that they can be, and who we thought they were, and that and that will live happily ever after. But usually that doesn't happen. Usually what we do is we end up spending a lot of time, wasting time in a relationship that it will never be satisfying and will never work. And when it finally goes south, we're years older. Years older. If something's not working, yes, give it your best effort. Give it the good old college try. Do everything in your power to make it work. But at a certain point, it might want to occur to you that yeah, it's always possible that you can win the lottery, but it's probably not going to happen, and you probably should cut your losses and move on. And so there are times in which we need to recognize that it really isn't there. We're beating a dead horse. We're fantasizing. And it's magical thinking to think this other person is really going to fulfill us in the way we want. We need to stop. We need to leave the relationship, as painful and as scary as that might be. At some point, we have to acknowledge that despite our best efforts, it's just not there. It's just not going to happen. And why spend more years, hoping something that's not going to happen is going to happen? You got to cut your losses at a certain point in time. You need to just recognize, as painful as that may be, and now you're going to have to go back to square one of finding somebody else to hopefully have a relationship with, and that's a pain in the butt. But yeah, doing the same thing and expecting different results is insanity, and you'll waste many years, trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. If the red flags are there, and they're not going away, and they're flapping like crazy, and and there's no movement towards the life that you want, get out of the relationship. Be kind, be gentle, but yeah. But at a certain point, it's like at a certain point you just have to stop chasing a bad game. You have to stop chasing a losing hand. All right.